All right, what's up? This is the Modern Matrix podcast. I got Steven and I got Prince with me. How we doing today?
Fucking horrible.
My name is
Alrighty then.
Domenico.
I'm Enrique. I don't know what the fuck names he just said, bro.
Alrighty then. Moving on to the first topic we're gonna
Clitoris.
talk about today. This just gonna be a Twitter comment section, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. Anyway, say our topics.
Okay, so the first topic for today is how we all met and became friends.
I met this nigga Prince on accident, but like, hey, we bros now. Then he introduced me to Justin one summer. We went to this jazz fest. I saw this one girl I ain't like.
That is how we met. At
That
a
was your
jazz
first time
fest.
meeting him?
That's crazy.
It was the
That's
first time I spoke
wild.
to him. People kept on calling me his name, and I'm like, bro, my name is not fucking Justin. And
That's crazy.
I'm
I thought you
Enrique,
knew
like
him
obviously.
beforehand.
I knew he was in our class. I just didn't fucking speak to that nigga. I didn't know who he was either. Like,
Am I just a nigga to you?
yes.
Touche. All right.
Why can't
Hey,
it be
yo,
three Shay?
your levels is high as God knows what. Are you like how close are you to your microphone?
Bitch, do it matter? I turn my gain down since niggas want to complain. Is that better
just
for
want-
you?
Thank you. I just want it to be equal.
I just want it to be equal.
All right, so I first met Prince and I believe it was 5th grade, and like he looked like a big delinquent. Like this dude, he walked around like he barely wore the uniform, like he ain't even
Uncle
look right
Ruckus,
on him.
Barely
motherfucker.
wore a uniform. I didn't have an
You did not
option.
you ain't look right in that uniform.
You talking about my levels, nigga? Look at that.
My levels aren't as high as yours.
Look at this
Or how
whole
they
section
were.
right here, nigga. You damn near filled the whole square.
I turned it down.
And
Okay,
you
so once again, 5th grade, all I knew is that he was big, tall, had cornrows, and that he'd probably kill you if you play with him too much. So
That sounds so sus. Why are you thinking about playing with dudes, bro? I just gotta ask you that question, bro.
I can't deal with you. So fast forward to high school was when we really got acquainted with each other, and turns out he ain't a psychopath. I learned that I was the psychopath in this situation.
Sociopath.
So yeah, it is sociopath technically.
Yeah, because you're
Really?
fucking insane.
Really, we all sociopaths.
Hey, speak for yourself.
It's okay
I
to
got
be a
schizoaffective.
sociopath.
I got schizoaffective disorder. That's something different, way different. That's
We
a
all
rare ass disease.
sociopaths here. It's okay.
Nah,
So we just gone all out our
Like,
social.
we can make a song with that. What is it? Dumb Ways to Die. But like, just put sociopath and just
oh yeah, some Justin forgot to mention. We all make music to some degree.
That was the next topic. Just give yourself a little bit of time to just introduce yourself and what do you do.
nigga, this ain't school.
Exactly, like fuck an introduction, nigga. I'm a rose. Everybody know I'm a rose. Like, come on, man.
Let's start off with Mr.
Oh, you
Steven.
floral, huh?
Hell yeah, nigga. You ever seen a fire lily, nigga? Hell yeah, nigga. Why you get quiet, bro? Start talking again. God damn. You be feeling butthurt after everything. Just talk, nigga. Damn.
I said just say what you do. Say what's up.
Did you not hear both of us deny that? Like, we're not gonna do. We are not in 3rd fucking grade. We graduated high school like 2 months ago.
Graduation, man. That was wild, wasn't it?
Imagine having one. Like,
A lack of graduation.
COVID.
But me personally, I was fine not having a graduation because I didn't really want to walk across the stage anyway. So
Bro, I had the same fucking difficulties. People was touching me, looking at me, breathing at me. Bitch, it's COVID out here. I don't want your nasty ass germs in me.
Only reason why I wanted to walk across the stage was to disrespect everybody who raised their hand up to shake it. That was about it.
If we would have walked across stage, I would have probably plopped my dick out just to be disrespectful.
I think I'd just be walking, minding my business, going home. I don't really want to do much. Y'all, wow, y'all different breeds. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. Like y'all was raised
Lisa,
different.
you damn right. But Lisa Wig
You
though,
is true.
I would have definitely snatched Lisa wig. I probably wouldn't have did the dick flopping thing, but Lisa, she would not have had a wig after like 5 minutes, bro. They wouldn't even call my name yet. It's just her wig
Your
is gone.
your name is in the front of the line too. That's crazy.
No, but they do it by curriculum, so it would have been a while before they got to us.
We probably been last. They don't never show no respect to the graphic design community.
Nah, they
Yeah.
they destroyed our curriculum. It was over.
It's it's gone.
So hey, you viewers, that's actually the one thing that has us all connected as of the past 4 years. We all had the same curriculum, graphic arts. We all know how to do some of that shit. Some of that shit. Some niggas better than others. Some niggas got machines, the other niggas don't. And some niggas just named Justin.
What's the last thing you've done in Photoshop or anything of that nature?
Yesterday I made a logo and sold it for $175.
On God,
Yeah.
to who?
What?
To who? Your uncle.
Oh, I thought you said two. I'm like, what the fuck you mean two? Like what? I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I don't know who this motherfucker was. They hit me up on Instagram, and I'm like, how you even know I do art? I ain't posted shit in like a year. And shit got popped.
People was creeping. Shout out to vitamins and nutrients. I'm drinking a blueberry smoothie. It's lit.
You like blueberries, nigga? Like
I mean, I do
blueberry.
too.
I like blueberry flavored stuff, but actual blueberries, them niggas,
It's a
them niggas different.
sophisticated taste. You wouldn't understand it.
I know you did not just say that. But don't make me get to clicking on your old egghead ass. I wear glasses for no reason, head ass. I can't see what I'm on, head ass. My blind ass fell down the stairs just cause, you know what, let me stop. It was about to start getting hurtful.
You
So
can't hurt what
aggressive.
can't feel.
You know what? You know what, Justin? You're a fucking loser. Did you come from loser town? Because you're a fucking loser. Loser. Sorry, I had to do it to you.
You had to show your lack of education, didn't you?
Loser. I need alcohol.
If you're under the age of 18, don't consume alcohol or any of its products, because
You are
drugs
correct
are
because
bad.
I am a registered convict. I went to jail for absolutely no reason because I never went to jail. I was just a dream. You can either take that story or you can take that I'm CJ from GTA and I need a number nine large, and that's not even that character. Back to you guys.
All
So,
right. Well, I
what
see
what
where
have
the
you guys
Stooges
been
name
doing?
came from.
Yeah, that's true. Our group chat's name is Stooges because we all got some level of just blatant butt fuck retarded.
So
Just,
y'all
just
niggas just really out in our whole lives. Like we can't have no private life no more.
We.
We
it's gone. Ain't no private
What
life
you
no
mean?
more.
It's gone. Your
It's
private
gone.
life is gone. I ain't got nothing to do with me, G.
niggas stooges
It's
ain't nothing to
gone.
do with the public eye. And also, he was just talking about levels, nigga. Why you get all up in your mind? Look at that shit.
Look how high that is, dog.
Like,
That's
look at
crazy.
my shit relatively staying low. Both of y'all niggas just got these big ass fucking nut sacks on the screen and shit. Like, god damn,
I mean, I don't know if I could be heard from far away. So
you can. If
let's
you
That
pray.
see
is
any
very
type of
true.
movement in the thing at all, we can hear you.
I mean, he don't have an audio interface like we do, so he can't
I don't.
even.
I should take my audio interface off and use my shitty mic just because you said that.
Why do you want to use your shitty $40 microphone?
Bitch, first off, it was 112.
You paid 112 for a snowball?
I'm not talking about the snowball, you dumb fuck.
I was about to say you just wasted all your time, didn't you? Paid $112 for a snowball. That's so you got robbed. But So, Stephen, what you doing? Like, what in terms of music are you doing like currently? Like, what you working on?
As we speak, I am butt fucking your I mean, I'm gonna make a beat, and hopefully, it's gonna be the intro. If these guys agree, because Justin said he made an intro, but
I did make an intro.
his
It's
head is an
wonderful.
egg, so I never trust eggs. You ever like watch Sonic, Doctor Eggman? They got like three supervillains in comics called Egghead. They got one hero with an egg name, and it turns out he was a villain after like 5 minutes. So like, I don't trust nobody.
You just got to be disrespectful. Like, I just try to come on here. I brought two of my friends together to create a
Shut the fuck
podcast.
up.
All right.
I'm sorry, bro. Guys, don't take any of our shit seriously. We're all friends here. And then there's Justin.
Depends on the day of the week, to be honest.
I really am getting a phone call in the middle of a podcast. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
I
Wild.
nigga really
Sometimes,
thought I was gonna answer. Like fuck.
sometimes I just look down and see a text from y'all. I'm like, wow, I'm really friends with these people.
Most of the time it's from the group chat. We don't fuck with this nigga. I'm just playing, bro.
You texted me like 20 minutes ago.
Nigga, that was because I was on the other account and I couldn't put it in the group chat.
So now you got multiple accounts now. What you gotta hide?
Are you fucking retarded?
A little bit.
So for those of you who don't know, my name is not Steven. It's never been Steven. Really, I was just born Rose, but I like died one time and I came back, so I'm a zombie. So I'm Undead Rose, and that's my main Instagram. And then we got the Wilted Rose where I post shit because I'm depressed.
Thought it was
I have clinical depression.
flaming, like Fantastic Four.
Sometimes
Using a
my rose
torch.
sets on fire, so I have to change my name. And like it's because I be spitting that super hot fire. You feel me?
What?
Yeah.
I ain't heard no Jared.
Bitch, first off, my name is Enrique. Don't disrespect me like that. I don't know. Nobody named Jared. That's just. I know I'm part white, but like, god damn.
Enrique.
So now he's part Hispanic.
Okay, Enrique.
Enrique. You sound like a
All
white
right,
teacher who ain't
James.
got time to pronounce somebody's name. Like you ever
Hey,
just
Ron.
like it's just always that one teacher that just don't got time to pronounce nothing that's slightly ethnic.
I swear to God, this nigga just turned his gain all the way up and started whispering. Like, what the fuck?
What you
Enrique. Aaron. Jesus.
Jesus.
Joe's.
He just says Jesus and he whispers to himself, praise the Lord. So look, I'm somewhat funny. Very slightly.
We 12 minutes and 30 seconds in this bitch, and I'm already about to fall asleep, man.
All
We
right,
need
quick,
something
somebody be
interesting,
funny.
man. We know Justin's not it. So, anyways, hey, we were talking a little while ago about this new Justice League trailer, the Zack Snyder cut. Justin, did you see it?
I haven't seen the trailer, but I know what's going on. I've been following it for a while now. But I gotta check out the trailer.
The trailer looks better than the entire Joss Whedon movie.
Just tell me this: is it just me, or does Darkseid look like a big ass Roblox character?
He must have saw that Kanye video and just went off of it.
I don't know what he looks like. I forgot. I just knew he had a hole in his chest.
I can relate to that.
You don't got a hole in your chest.
You can't say these people's names on here. People are gonna see this.
I mean,
They don't know her
yeah.
last
Hopefully,
name.
she sees it. That'd be fucking hilarious.
They don't know her last name once they look at my gamer tag.
What?
You was just difficult.
Difficult. Who
Wait,
difficult?
oh, that is her last. Oh shit, I'm fucking retarded, dog. It's not spelled the same though.
No, it's not. But it's the
Moving
same.
on. So what?
Just moving on. Keep on moving on. Go ahead.
Let's say what musicians are you listening to? Musicians or artists that you're listening to that are inspiring you to make music currently?
The clapping coming from my parents' bedroom. Have you ever heard of these underground artists? Cry
Stop the cap.
Attention and Cry Attention is under. Okay, yeah, whatever. And not very popular anymore because everyone says he just sounds like XXX, Broly 500. Those two are pretty cool. And then every time I hear a trashy beat, my soul just lightens up.
You feel cool because you only listen to underground artists or something?
I listen to every artist that's not fucking country. I'm sorry if you like country and you're a viewer, but you're fucking lame.
There's nothing wrong with country music.
There's everything wrong with country music.
No, there's nothing wrong with country music.
Internet Money signed a country artist. I never heard shit about him after he got signed. That shows something.
Because he's got his own little niche audience
He
and he's
doesn't
keeping it
matter.
pushing. Listen. Country music is wonderful. It's
Hey, look, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I spent a lot of my life in the South. Didn't none of them niggas listen to country music. None of the niggas who I rock to listen to country music. Like I know like the entirety of like these 5 cities in Mississippi. Like just everybody know each other. I know every single one of those niggas, and I can guarantee you. Okay, there's one person exactly who listen to country music, but we don't talk
exactly.
about them.
You haven't gone deep enough south then.
What's the real problem with country music?
It gets boring so fucking fast. I'm sick and tired of hearing about Delilah and your tractor.
But
Like,
wouldn't you be able to say that about every genre of music?
Especially
no,
trap
because we get
music.
outside. Go ahead.
Because trap music is basically the same thing. You got gun bars. You talk about screwing with somebody's chick. And then eventually y'all start talking about drugs when you start having that relapse. So you want to start over in life again.
I can relate to those. I can't relate to your big green tractor.
I can't relate to somebody taking Percocets. The most I take is melatonin.
I don't take drugs because I'm a good boy. I listen to Dare. They told me not to take drugs,
There.
and I did. It's an anti-drug campaign. I think they don't exist anymore.
I wonder why. Anyways, I don't really take drugs. I've seen people take drugs, and I was just like,
Trap
yeah,
music
that
just
seems
got
kind of fucking
popular,
disgusting.
and they just said screw it.
My inside's not built up for drugs.
I can relate to these niggas talking about, I still see your shadows in my and all that type of shit. Like,
Wait, hold on. Whose shadows do you see?
You just seeing other
you
people's
don't want me to
shadows.
answer that.
I probably don't.
Like I can relate to seeing shadows in the room.
What type of demons you
I've
playing with?
had more females over my house that we all know who I just don't like to tell people about.
Yeah, don't out their names because that'd be bad. That'd be really bad.
Excuse me. Well, I'll start with the no. Just have a whole list written in my death note. Like,
we
yeah,
just gonna get hella copyright strikes if people want to have their names taken out. And I'm just like, I ain't even do
ain't
nothing
nobody say their last name.
yet, but you know,
Yet. It ain't gotta be yet. We ain't gotta say it unless you wanna
I
like
don't know. I ain't trying to air nobody out, but you know, Steven got loose lips.
You just make everything sound gay as fuck. Like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't got no problem with gay people, but like, don't bring that shit my way. Like I got a lot of gay family members, and we cool, we close, cause they know. Don't
This
say that type of shit about me, or don't say it to me. I'm not
this single nigga
involved.
talking about relationships.
I'm not single.
Oh, for real?
what?
For real?
Real?
Mm.
Who you with?
See, we can't say names, remember? Now y'all don't
That
get to
is
know because
true.
y'all niggas gonna act all
Okay,
surprised and
you
shit.
said
And I
When
his
this
was
ex
saying
happened?
name.
names,
It
and
don't matter.
y'all niggas tried to hold me. Okay, I'll tell y'all
Is
after
it
the
is
podcast.
it your other half? Yin and yang?
Is she dark
Who the
skinned? Because
fuck?
then it would make
Who the
sense.
fuck? That niggas. Oh, oh, y'all some other niggas. No,
The
I don't
equal
even talk to that
kid.
bitch no more.
Uh,
Hmm.
If nobody knows, Steven's skin complexion is the color of cooked rice.
You know, you really is just a dirty bitch. Like, you really look like a brown egg, and I really should just fucking crack your ugly ass.
You just gonna get us demonetized so quick.
I'm not in it for the money, nigga. I got enough. I don't give a fuck about the money. Fuck your money too, cause you're a bitch. Talking about
Fuck no. I'm poor.
stay poor.
Stay
that's
poor.
so messed up, dog.
I don't stay poor. I stay hungry. I'm always on the grind, I'm trying to make it out the hood. I'm trying to live.
I
I'm
knew
trying to
you
be
was gay.
somewhere.
Just
Huh?
grinding on niggas now. You fucking-
Now we gonna get canceled. Now we gonna get
Who is
I
canceled.
we?
mean, go
Who is
ahead and
we?
cancel me, bro. Like, if you don't think I'm joking,
You
then you're a
people be
fucking
guilty.
joke.
People do guilty by association nowadays. So honestly,
Who gonna
Look, they can
cancel
they
us?
can clip that specific part, and everybody can slide into my DMs, and I will tell you personally, if you don't think I was joking, your entire fucking life is a joke. You're a joke. Go hang yourself. Not really. Please don't do that. Like, I love you guys. Not really, but I don't love
I
anyone.
mean,
But don't hang yourself.
He's promoting suicide. Oh my god.
oh my god,
I mean, I'm the only
somebody.
nigga here who's allowed to kill himself. If anybody out there kills yourself, I'm
What?
gonna come to heaven or hell or wherever the fuck you go after life, or if you reincarnate, I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna look you dead in your eyes,
So
Do
you
you
gonna look a
and then
ever?
I'm
man
just gonna
dead in
do
his
that, and I'm
eyes?
just walk away. I'm just gonna
Do
walk
you
away
ever?
after.
Do you ever like think about what you say before you start saying it?
You gonna look a man dead in his
Yes.
eyes?
You said what?
You gonna look a man dead in his eyes?
Yes.
Y'all gonna lock eyes?
Yes.
We call that love at first sight, G. We don't do
No.
that here. We don't do that. We don't do that
I mean,
here.
they
Wow,
could fall in love if they want, as long as they don't bring that shit my way. Like I said before.
that's straight crazy, dog. But
We know.
back to the topic at hand. So I've been listening to a lot of Black Bear, things of that nature.
What is Black
Listen,
Bear?
you don't know who Black Bear is?
Who? Black Bear is a what? What is Black Bear?
What you mean? What is Black Bear?
What is Black? It's like a group. That's not one person.
That is one person.
Name Black Bear.
Yes, Black Bear is like a contemporary hip hop. It's alternative hip hop, just things of that nature. I'd suggest listening to him. He's got a few hits out there, more than a few, but you know, it's a bit of a downspin from the straight, just normal pop or hip hop scene. So it's cool.
He got more slaps than the Beatles.
He got the Beatles. All Beatles songs are good, so can't help you there.
Stop capping.
I'm
Don't
really
disrespect
popping.
the Beatles.
How can I slip when I'm the one doing the mopping? No forensics. Please don't copyright us, Blueface. We love you. Not really. Like, that's kind of gay to love another nigga, so I don't really love you, but like, I don't have a problem with gay people. You feel me? I love gay people. My
You
brother's gay.
get mad at
Sean,
me, then you just be
Sean, if you listening to this in the future, big bro, I love you, bro.
Who is Sean? Because I know it's
That's my big
Sean and
brother's
he was
name.
acting gay.
Uh, Sean is my big brother's name and my dad's name, but like, I'm talking to my brother at the moment.
I
you
never knew your
just
dad's name.
that's crazy. Alrighty then. So Prince, what are some musicians slash artists you're listening to, and how are they inspiring you to create your craft?
They ain't got nothing to do with my craft.
Well,
So, what inspires you?
Marijuana.
I saw you don't like drugs though.
No, I didn't.
I could have
But
swore
then I
you
found
threatened
this
to
smokeless
break
place
my legs.
downtown.
He threatened to break my legs if he ever caught me drinking or smoking. So honestly, I think he's just a hypocrite.
I don't remember that. But
If
my
he would have threatened me, my legs would be gone.
my inspiration was just J. Cole.
That's true. Respect to the king.
Thanos.
I don't know
Perfectly
about that one.
balanced as all things should
I
be.
don't know about that one.
See, now when I say Thanos, bro, I ain't talking about like I'm about to snap nobody away. Not literally anyway, not yet. But how he like
Okay.
he had things he wanted to do. He did
Can
it.
we
He
talk
got it
about how this
done.
nigga eating a whole popsicle in the background though, just loud as hell?
Who?
God damn, chill out. Oh, whoever the fuck that was, I really don't know which one of y'all that was. I'm not gonna lie,
Might have been you.
nigga. No,
Anyway, like I
I'm
was saying,
sophisticated. I eat ice cream.
Thanos got what he wanted done. I like that, so I want to get what I want done.
He also died at the end.
Okay.
Well, not at the
We all
end.
die.
At the, do we?
It's inevitable.
Yeah, exactly. But I ain't really been motivated recently. So
How did you find your music taste? Like, because I feel like everybody has that story where like they hear something, it's like, you know what, I guess this is what I'm gonna listen to for the rest of my life. So how did you find your music taste?
how? I don't know. My grandma. Well, no, because she don't listen to what I listen to. I found my music taste because I listened to Eminem, and then I just got brought into other people like that.
How about you, Steven?
I was listening to Michael Jackson and Eminem only until I got into middle school. Niggas introduced me to Young Money,
Same.
and I
No,
started listening to everybody.
I was
I
about to
just
say,
listened
like
to everybody.
I said same because I did the same thing, but until you said Young Money, then he lost me there.
I mean, like back when we were kids, I enjoyed like Drake, Lil Wayne,
Oh
Nicki
wow.
Minaj was there.
Oh wow.
Nowadays, if I listen to a Drake song, bro, like I'm gonna be mad. Like I gotta be in a fucking mood to listen to a Drake song. And
Drake
Lil
is
Wayne,
overrated.
true fact.
That's true. I mean, honestly, it's just like what eventually when you get so big and you just sometimes people just fall out of the bag with the close the door. My
Here
bad.
we go with this nigga. How you the host?
But yeah, it's like I think when people get famous, like sometimes they fall out of the bag with their craft and they just stop innovating or being creative. It's just it feels like Drake ain't really made something new in a long time. It feels like yeah, sure, everybody's like, man, he sound like he's from Britain. Or like he's some kind of British accent, but it's like, it don't feel like he done changed much.
The thing about Drake is that he hasn't changed or he hasn't evolved since the beginning of the 2010s, 2009, around that area. He came up with the song "Best I Ever Had," and after that, he found one style, Marvin's Room. I'm gonna cry and be sappy, and make lover songs because my heart's broken. And then he continued with that, which isn't bad. Right, he made his money,
Ain't nothing wrong with
but
that. We ain't
I
saying
can't
don't
listen
chase your
to it.
bag.
I can't listen to it. I don't listen to Drake. All of his songs sound the same. It's like listening to the baby. But I like him better than Drake.
See, it's like Drake is the LeBron of the fucking rap game. Like everybody's just gonna like he doesn't make bad music, but it's just like everybody puts him on a way higher pedestal than he needs to be on. Like you do good, but there's a lot of better things and other things that just people like more. But you're just on this pedestal that you'll never be removed from for no fucking reason.
He also has a big international audience, which I can support because sometimes that's really hard to get as a new artist, just as an artist in general, coming from one place and just having to expand. So I definitely have respect for him.
You know what? What just like blew my mind? He had a I think it was a freestyle. I don't know, but I know he had an Arabic accent on the song, and everybody was just like, "Wow, that's so like wow!" It's so surprised. It's just great. He can do no like. It's just wow. Yeah, that's perfect. It didn't seem as if it was as good as it was being as people made it seem. Now, what I predict is this right here. He's been dominating charts for the last
Quite a few
8 to 10
years.
years. He's about to fall off now.
You think so? I think
His
he's gonna
last
ride this wave.
no, his last song, "Laugh Now, Cry Later" with Lil Durk. Now
Yeah.
Drake usually drops a song. Whenever he drops a song, he goes straight to number one. But it got beat out by WAP. WAP. It got beat out by WAP.
I feel like there's a reason for that though. I feel like he just dropped it at the wrong time.
Drake is
Also,
Drake. Drake is like Post Malone. These two people here, Post Malone drops an album, it just goes to like number one. Drake drops an album, it goes to number one for 36 weeks. Now you see, he
Titties are
dropped a
stronger than
song.
bars, nigga.
Oh, maybe so. Maybe so. But see, this is the
speaking
thing.
of
It's
such
Cardi
things,
B. She ain't dropped the album since 2016, 2017. I mean,
but it's Meg the Stallion as well. and she just got shot, so she got like hella clout.
Yeah, and you know something about her. No disrespect to her either, but I don't listen to her music because I have the baby to listen to. That spot has already been filled.
You said the ratchet just already been filled up for you.
Or
You
actually,
said
no,
you
it's just like they sound the same. It's just one's
do
a
that.
female. Yes, to me, maybe not to you.
I don't listen to her music. I feel, I feel like like everybody can like if you got your niche, like go ahead. But I think everybody should try to like constantly like change like slightly and evolve. But then that's for some artists they don't have as many projects out. Like I think for Drake personally, for me as a musician, like I don't think he has any room to talk because he hasn't changed in so long. But I feel like if you're gonna keep on moving with the music, especially if you want to stay relevant, unless you just get that struck with lightning chance like Drake did, or you just straight dominated for like almost a decade, then you got to evolve and change. Back to the topic,
That's
actually.
making me think of artists like XXX, rest his soul. I
Mhm.
liked him because he didn't stay in one spot. I like artists like that. I don't want don't stay in one spot. Don't stay in one lane. Branch
That's
out.
that should be another topic we talk about. Fucking postmortem music, because like they really have been just milking the fuck out of everybody, and it's really not good anymore.
Not everybody. Not Mac Miller.
Yeah, not Mac Miller, but yeah, but they make industry makes more music. I mean, not more music, more money when you're dead because they don't got to pay you.
Well, with X, he had signed a deal prior to his death. So when you die, it doesn't really change your deals, agreements, or what's going on. It's just you're no longer here now, so they have to continue on with that same deal. 3 albums, so two released, and then you died. You got to put out the third one. Now, Bad Vibes Forever had no reason to come out.
That's fair.
They milked him. They milked Tupac. I don't know how many people really dropped.
Lil Peep,
Yeah,
I forgot about his existence. Yes, him too.
everybody's everything made me fucking cry from not from joy because the album was good. It made me fucking cry because it was so goddamn trash. Like the songs that I liked off of it, I heard before the album came out. It just didn't. It made me the opposite of happy. Say that.
do you
Now,
think it's too early to talk about like Juice World's like album? Because
No, unpopular opinion. I didn't like "Legends Never Die." I liked a few songs, and other than that, it was just there.
I think that's all you can ask for with a post-mortem album because like you're not there to put that finesse and that final touch onto it
the
or
thing
like make
about
those decisions.
the thing about Juice WRLD's album though is that a lot of his songs were just leaked, so it didn't really matter.
Yeah, that's true.
But
And that's another unpopular opinion. "Tell Me You Love Me" and "Smile." I like the leaked versions better than I like the real song. And oh, everybody fucking crucify me in whatever comments or whatever. You listen to leaked music? Yes, yes, I fucking do. The real versions aren't always great.
I don't think people have a right to get mad at listen. I mean, like I guess because like they don't want you don't want to get spoiled from it, and I understand that personally. But like if for some people like listening to like the leaked track versus the track that's fully like polished and released, like I think that's especially for songwriters, that's like a you just get the chance to get a bit more personal with the artist and see the process of how they make the music. So I don't see people how people get mad at that heavily. Like if I listen to a leaked song, then it's different than the finished track. I feel like you can't get mad at me because I was stepping into the world in the process. Should you like be the person that spreads it or leaks it? I can't support that, but hey, somebody's gonna do it.
speaking of leaks, I even though I did listen to the leaked album, I felt bad because Trippy's entire album was
Oh, his
leaked.
entire
The
album got leaked.
entire album was
Oh
leaked.
wow,
And I've never heard of an entire album being leaked. Song to song, yes. And some of the songs I think he leaked himself, but the entire album was
that's
leaked.
smart. You leak your song yourself. See, now you just got free clout without anybody having to do it.
I have a question for you guys. If like any musical artist were to just pass away right now, who do you think would hurt the most? Like out of all the musical artists you listen to, who do you think is passing will hurt the most?
Cole, because I listen to his music when I'm down. Listen to his music when I'm not down. His music gets me through the dark days. If he done, that's my like one of my favorite artists or rappers. So if he was to drop, that'd be it. I ain't listening to no hip hop for a minute. That ain't the move.
Justin.
like personally for me, like even though hip hop is like one of my favorite genres, it would have to come from like a rock band or something like that. Like personally for me, if I'm like somebody from like all time low, so like Alice Gascar would have died, yeah, it would just hurt because that's because what really got me into listening to music, I wanted to make music, was that alternative slash rock scene where you just got people who are like just learning the craft of an instrument and putting that together because like they got songs for when you're happy, when you're sad, when you're in between, and like they just have so much music. Like their music career spans like almost as old as I am. So just for them to just pass away like that would just be a real hit to the heart and to home.
I feel it. For me, I would say if Alice in Wonderland were to pass away, or fucking, it's crazy how it's about to name this person. And I really forgot. Ski Mask passed away. I would be hurt. Ski Mask is just starting to like make music again, and he just had a friend die year after year in the past 2 years. It was X, then Juice, and then if it was him, it would just be fucking cinematic, but goddamn horrible. Because I would truly be hurt.
That's true. I can't imagine like especially like, a lot of these artists they get so tight knit with each other, but like they don't like know when like someone's going through something so heavy that they might just end up dying, whether it be on accident or like it might be like an overdose or it might be like somebody like purposely tries to kill you. So like that's it's crazy to think that one day like if you get so famous, especially with a certain crowd, that you just your chances of dying just go up exponentially.
A lot
Price
of
you
the
pay for
deaths
fame.
recently hasn't been. Or no, I mean, I don't want to words. A lot of the deaths recently have been self self created. Like it just happened because of their own decision. So like when I
True.
heard Juice World died, I felt bad because I would feel bad if anyone dies, but it was almost like that's something you know is gonna happen because you're taking drugs, and it usually does not end in a happy ending or like peaches and cream. It doesn't end that way. So
Yeah, that's true, especially like nowadays when drugs are so much stronger. Like it's not like Eminem, like where he had a relapse, like he came back to the game. Like not everybody can be that person who just like goes through it and they get the help they need and like are able to bounce back.
and
Like
Eminem
it's
said that he almost died.
yeah, he did. I think he said that multiple times.
Yikes.
But I think like with the internet being so like free and like able to make somebody just go hard and just boost somebody that quickly, especially like people who are so young. Like they were in their like early 20s. A lot of them are in their early 20s. So just having to deal with like that level of responsibility and that level of people are like like expecting you to come and like bring your all every time you do something. And like you have to like hide or protect a lot of things that you hold dear. I think that affects the headspace that a lot of people don't realize because all they see is the money.
And if
What's
artists would, because see, you have artists who would do certain things like take drugs or I don't know, gangbang, whatever the case may be. You do this in your music. You say it's bad and it shouldn't be done. It shouldn't be done. Or and on the other
like not
songs, you say that
like not
you this is
glorified?
what you want to do, and then you say like this is not what you want other people to do. Yet you continue on doing it.
See, but the thing about that is sometimes when you get into stuff like that, it's really not easy to get out. Like certain time when people get into gangs, you can't
Oh,
just wake up
jeez.
and be like, "Hey, I'm not a part of the gang anymore." Like, no, that's not how it works. If you say some shit like that, you likely to
I
just
might
get
just get
blown
disconnected.
the fuck up. Like they're going to kill you on the spot, or you're gonna change your fucking mind.
Right.
They're probably gonna beat the shit out of you for even suggesting it, and then you just have two options: die or keep working.
Okay.
That's true. Like especially like nowadays for like like being like depressed or being sad is like I'm not saying it's a motive, but it's like people like will take that and make that their whole personality. Like they'll just go around like, oh, I'm depressed, but it's like people like actually have a mental illness that they going through, and like I think like post that up too much. Like how we gonna walk around like using that as a personality gauge? Like, oh, what are you like? Oh, I'm super depressed. It's like I don't see it going very well. Like if that's like the mainstream thing to do.
Honestly, I feel like, well, the reason that music like is as popular as it is because people can relate to it, and it's not, life is not a fucking happy thing. So all these
That's true.
types of things are what people relate to, which is why they get so popular. So I feel like I understand why this is what their music about, because it's music is about, because it's kind of easier to make things that you can relate to. But just like the promotion of some of it is just like unnecessary.
Like I understand how some people relate to it, but at the same time, it's like you don't have to push it, and like you also like people don't like not there's not like 100 people out here take not 100, but like there's not there's out here like million people's taking drugs. Like for a certain subsection, I see that, but like when you see like the scope of how many fans is out there, especially for some of these artists, and you see it's like they don't do drugs, like they might get motivated to do them because of that. Because we got to realize that a lot of these fans are young and haven't had to deal with like making those decisions or or they haven't seen the effects of what these things can do. So personally, for me as a musician, I never found myself wanting to motivate it, not motivated, but to just to push it. Because if anything, I want to change it. I want because like we can all acknowledge like the world isn't a happy place. I think everybody know that, especially nowadays. But like, some people they do it just for clout. I say that.
Mm. Specifically, well, no, I want to bring up a specific example after that. Lil Tecca talks about a bunch of shit in his music, and literally in the Genius interview, he says, "I don't do none of this shit, bro." Like he was talking about all these girls, and he was like, "I have a girlfriend. Like I don't really do this shit. I don't take drugs. I don't have a car. I don't know how to drive. Like he just did it for the clout, bro. Like he's not any of this shit in his music.
I mean, I feel like that's a lot of people nowadays, but it's just like that's
It's
what you
not
got to do to
everybody is
blow,
the
and
same.
that's no, it's not everyone, but I think it's people who like, especially those like one hit wonders who just like start off and just keep going. I feel like a lot of that is just in this in the industry and the mindscape that we have today. That's what you got to do to blow.
It's like if you don't talk about the normal shit and you still blow up, you are a fucking lucky individual.
Yo, this shit got deep real quick.
I mean, yeah, but you can't be happy all the time.
Now,
Like we was just being toxic, and now we just talking about deep stuff.
now I do prefer artists who speak on other things that's outside of the norm for like most mainstream artists, which is why I listen to people like J. Cole or a Joey Badass or Lupe Fiasco, maybe even Nas, even though he doesn't make as much music as he did before. I'm not really attracted to most newer artists.
I think it's something that's gonna change as the generations go, because it's like I think especially for people our age, or maybe even not the generation before, but like our age, and then like the next generation. It's like we had a better dealing with it, but like a lot of these kids like grew are growing up in like technology. Like I feel like a lot of us. like is I think Gen Z, like we had a few years before we was just enveloped by technology. Like a lot of people now, like growing up, are just it's there and it's a part of their lifestyle. So they're not used to like how to regulate your mind and your being between technology and social media and that how that influences you in the real world. So I think
Bro,
I'm hoping it gets better as we keep moving.
I'm not gonna lie, I zoned out for a second. Like I heard everything you just said, but I really don't know how we got there. I did good. It was 44 minutes before I zoned out, guys. You can't fucking complain. I'm sorry.
Wow, we've been talking for 44 minutes. That's crazy. Uh, what's another topic to talk about? Uh,
I mean, we don't have to force it. We could just talk like we're friends because we are fucking friends.
are we?
Damn. Okay, I see how you feel, bro. I see.
Do
I
I
see.
need to scroll back in the podcast? I got the audio right here.
I mean, like you was a little bitch, but you still my bro.
It's 2020. Sometimes you just gotta say it is what it is. Talk
Like
about
I'm just
that.
being honest.
I hate
How
2020.
2020 is treating you.
2020 is fucking death incarnate. Like I don't. It's been a while since I've read the Bible, but like this really feels like the fucking apocalypse. It's been some new shit every fucking month, and then we just have this. Our fucking leader, well, at least in the U.S., our supposed fucking leader is Donald fucking Trump, the Cheeto Puff himself, Donald Duck wannabe. Like our country is just shit. The world is shit because of coronavirus. It's just all bad.
In my I don't even think that it's like because like when you look at like how it's working out, it's not as bad as it seems. But like when you have the media blowing it up because that's how they get clicks, then all of a sudden now everybody thinks it's the apocalypse because like they did a study where they thought like the general populace thinks that 9% of people have died from COVID-19. It's like that's a crazy amount of people. That's millions of people when all actuality it's like 0.03, which is crazy to think about. Like how quickly like we can lose grips on the social fabric and just change.
I mean, I understand what you're saying, but it's also the fact, even without the like media blowing it up per se, our entire lifestyle as a society has changed. Like, when have we ever been told like we can't go to this place and this place for 2 fucking weeks, and now just the entire society is staying indoors more than we're going outside? Like, I've never walked to my local gas station and seen less than 5 cars, or walked to the park and saw like fucking no one there. Like our
Well,
entire lifestyle has
I still
changed.
see gas stations crowded as all living hell. Like I don't know if it's just where I live, but like gas stations have still been crowded.
I mean, you do live on the east side, man. Them niggas built different over there. I'm not gonna lie.
Here, it's not a lot going on really. People are still the same way they was before because nobody here spoke to each other prior to COVID. They're not going to speak to each other after COVID, so
That's
nothing's
true.
really going on.
But Prince, I do remember it is one thing different because like when I used to come over by your house to visit my grandma and stuff, it was way more people sitting on their porch and shit,
Oh yeah,
and like sitting outside. It's just like shit is changing, man.
like the
It's bad.
main thing here is that it's I see the police a lot more than what I would like to, mainly because of like it's one apartment with only those people. That's the only time. Those are the only place the police go to, and it just happened to be near me. So
I mean, yeah. What can you do sometimes? I mean, sometimes you just gotta roll with
snap
the
your
punches and keep.
fingers,
Erase half of the population, so it's all
decimate them.
perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
They gotta go.
If either of y'all ever got y'all hands on anything as powerful as the Infinity Glove, I'm not. I don't think I'd be
I
okay
would
with y'all
give you
having that
hair.
type of power.
I,
You said what?
I would give you hair. I would give you what you always wanted in life.
I'm not gonna lie,
Hair.
I was
the
gonna say a genuine relationship with my family, but whatever.
the only thing I would fucking like
I'm just playing. I
give
love
myself,
y'all.
only thing I would do with the Infinity Gauntlet is like teach myself things so I can improve things that I want to do and like do things like give homeless people a home and solve world hunger type shit. Like, why didn't Thanos is a fucking asshole. Like, he said, hey, instead of doubling all of our resources, let's just cut all the people in half. Like, what the fuck?
Now,
I mean, like Thanos
doubling
did have a.
resources,
It's
or
like
let's say
yeah,
for
he don't
peace.
have a genuine understanding of how scarcity and how resources travel and how things work.
Let's say we did double resources. The way the world works, those double resources would end up in the same place as the resources that we already had, wherever they went. So, it, I wouldn't see that working. Now,
Or here's an even better idea. He could have just made, okay, look, government, I'm not a fucking communist. But like he could have just made like he could have went to every fucking planet and just been like, "Hey, this is how shit works now. And if you don't listen, you're going." Like he could have just made it where everybody makes sure that they share and help out their community cuz he literally has that kind of power where he can just be everywhere at once and enforce this fucking law. You help your community, everybody gets things that
The
they need to
FBI is
survive.
watching.
Listen, I'm not a fucking communist and I said this.
I-
Everybody gets what they need to survive.
Yeah,
This
but
nigga's
that's
a fucking iron ruler. It doesn't matter. You can still enjoy your life without fucking scamming people out of money and charging people an arm and a leg for a house. Like,
I mean, like it's not as simple as like you can't really break that down to sim. The thing is though, like as like his whole philosophy was like things have to be balanced. So that makes you wonder, like if he had all this power, but he still was thinking that things have to be balanced. Maybe that was just like the universe. Like even like no matter how much you want to like change things, it has to be like balanced. Like you can't have all this good without evil. Cause it's
see,
not like
but
he was
like,
stupid.
here's the thing though. There's always a different way of going about it. And I know I did the way I was I made shit seem simple. Like I was not going into depth, but like there's always a different way to do shit. That was not the only way to do shit.
I remember
He
telling you this.
different way. Telling me this?
Yes.
Oh yeah, about that one day. Look, man, that one day I was out.
Right.
Like I wasn't there, nigga. Like I was at a whole different level of anger and I couldn't take that shit. But this nigga is not at that whole he's planning shit for years. He's not
So
at that level of anger. So
that's not even the point. The point, like I'm just listening. Like I told you that those exact words,
you
and
did? I
yes, I
remember you
told you
saying
those
something
exact
similar, but
words. I told you there's always a different way to do things. I didn't curse. But I was like, there's always a different way to do things to go about situations. But as far as Thanos goes, he saw. Okay, so if we take back to his world was, as he said, too many mouths to feed, not enough to go around. So he thought if we wipe out half the people, rich and poor alike, so it'd be fair that there'd be resources left because had you not done that, the limited resources would lead to people taking over certain places, that leads to war because you need like this side needs whatever they have and that
Yeah.
side needs whatever the other side has. So
there's
in his head, it was like kill them all, no, not kill them all, kill half. So then you
I
have
mean,
whatever's
like
left to go to those people. Is that the right thing
that's
to do? No.
but like look, when you think about it, you cut people in half. Like at one point in time, there was that many people on the planet. People had kids, and now population is increasing. But at one point, there was that many people on the fucking planet, and there was still war and bullshit like that. So really, his point doesn't make sense. And eventually, there's gonna
like
get that
maybe
same amount of people with the same amount of resources, or maybe even fucking less at this point. So
I
what you
mean
gonna do?
maybe
Just erase
his
half of the population again?
yeah, like we like I think we can all understand the flaw of his character. Like maybe his world is like different than like ours is because like a lot of the reasons why things aren't like scarcity exists because of supply chains and things of that other economic nature. So perhaps it's just like maybe you need to take an economics or a civics class or something like that and understand how things work.
Or
Like maybe it's the
just
lack of education.
like this here, life could benefit from more resources, but as resources increase, population always increase, and as the if you double the resources, it's not saying they're infinite. You're doubling the resources. population increase, you get back to the same problem you had prior to, leading him to wanting to snap half of the universe away.
He could have made the world just like Full Metal Alchemist. So you get some dirt, you get some dirt, you put it together, you do whatever magic bullshit. Now you got an apple.
But yeah, I think it focuses on like the sort of like chaotic neutralness of it because like he had the best intentions at heart, but like in all reality we can see the flaws of it. So maybe it was just trying to bring up a conversation to make us think harder about like how we move and like how we do things and just how things work because like a lot of people like don't understand how like things are put together and like people like have like all these good intentions but in all reality just like the whole fabric of nature and just how things work is you need balance.
Okay, so a question. Would you have preferred him to be comic accurate? Not saying he like visibly like, but like as far as his
Yes,
actions, would you have preferred him because comic accurate Thanos is him being obsessed with the female
with
personification
yes,
of death,
fucking death.
and that would not. He also Deadpool had a part in that too,
Yeah,
which is funny. But
What
the
about Thanos copter?
the Thanos
shut up, stop
the
talking.
Thanos the Thanos in the comics was obsessed with the female personification of death, who he had love for, and he wanted to snap away the world for her to impress her. Now, would you have preferred that over him snapping half the planet away for
I
to
don't think that would be
Yeah,
able to I don't think that'd be able to be put out in today's climate though.
it would. It's just people wouldn't be so fucking sympathetic. Well, no, I guess I do prefer this version of Thanos because of that specific reason. Like the way that villains are made now, people actually sympathize with the villain. The villains have a good point in some way, shape, or form. Even if it's flawed, they still have a good point. They just did it wrong, like Pain or like damn near every Naruto villain. Like they
Yeah,
just you can
yeah, I
sympathize
think
with them.
people like flawed characters. It's like some of the most loved characters. Like, I think people got like it's the same, if not more, love for like Heath Ledger's Joker and like the Dark Knight. And then like you got things like The Last of Us. Like people love Joel, and like he was a good dude, but he also did a lot of terrible things. Like he had great intentions, and like due to the situation, it was all about survival. But in the end, he made a selfish decision. I think
He
people can
stopped the
relate.
fucking human race from being able to live a normal life. Joel is a piece of shit, though. I do love Joe.
Like
no?
we can
Okay,
acknowledge he had a flawed reality.
I
We
have
can question
I have two different thoughts here.
what's up.
Okay, so the first one, have we all seen Black Panther?
Yes,
Yeah,
Okay, so Killmonger, right? Because he was talking about sympathizing with villains. Now, Killmonger is the villain in the movie Black Panther. Even though I would prefer to see him almost as an anti-hero, kind of more so to an anti-hero. Like if you was to put it like if you were to put it on the spectrum, like a triangular spectrum on hero, anti-hero, villain, I would say he's in between villain and anti-hero because what he did wasn't really villainous. Well, not entirely. What he did to Black Panther, T'Challa, was villainous, but everything else wasn't. So, was he wrong or was he right?
bro was like, "Fuck reparations. We just gonna make y'all slaves." Now, wasn't that the point? It's been like a year since I've seen this movie, but wasn't that his whole thing?
I don't think that was it exactly. I think he wanted to use the resources that Wakanda had to help out the other people that was outside of Wakanda because Wakanda wanted to be isolated.
yeah.
They were cut off from
But
everything, and they had
but
vibranium and all this other stuff.
I do remember him saying specifically though that people were getting oppressed, and he was like, "We can stop this oppression and shit." But like he was like a fucking radical or like an extremist, so I feel like he was probably gonna like try to enslave all white people instead of or do some shit like that.
That's I think it's just all about the building that flawed character. And like even when people like they might have good intentions, but like they don't go about it the right way. But you never know.
Now for the second question, Joe,
Yeah,
The Last of
yeah.
Us. Now, seeing Joe's story and how things played out for him, the ending
1
of
minute
The
left.
Last of Us Part One was not surprising to me.
I think it was a human decision, to be honest.
Why the fuck they gotta beat bro with a fucking crow? Like not a crowbar, a golf club though. Like I just treated him like a fucking mutt. Like you would think the game developers would like give him a heroic death or something since they built all this shit to make everybody love him, but then they just treated him like shit and said, "Nope, 5 minutes in, bye."
Honestly, I think that's a topic for another day. We're closing in on an hour. So
Who
if
put
you
us at a
guys want to
time limit though?
listen, that's where we're going on. Plus I really gotta go to the bathroom. Uh
Could just piss on podcast, just
listen,
not near Mike.
Jesus Christ. But if you wanted to just say your name again and just tell us where we can find you on social media, things of that nature.
I'm a Rose. Follow me at Undead Rose on Instagram and on YouTube. Undead underscore Rose on Instagram and Undead Rose on YouTube.
You Prince.
I really did forget my Instagram name.
Justin,
Wow.
Justin.
Uh you can find you can find me at official.alcove on Instagram, as well as alcove.multimedia on Instagram, and then alcove multimedia on YouTube. So I
And tell
make
us if you
music
know
and
what
stuff
the
like
fuck an
that.
alcove is. Tell us if you know what an alcove is before
Yeah,
looking it up.
down in the comments, question of the day: do you know what an alcove is without looking it up? And that was the Modern Matrix podcast. I think that was a good first episode. So thanks for listening.
Peace.